This desire to preserve knowledge for the sake of knowledge, this eagerness to know everything, even things that are evil, even sometimes knowing that it's evil, it is a very real temptation, and it's not one that's often expected. Now, I'm not saying all knowledge is bad. After all, look at my channel. I literally started broadcasting out of a love of history. But I'll bring it back to the story of creation, the story of Adam and Eve in the garden. Their temptation was to take from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But here's the thing, they already had a knowledge of good, and they were tempted to become more, tempted to make themselves more than human. That was their temptation, and they took it. And that, if nothing else, I think, should warn us that this temptation is going to be there if we try to throw off a vice. We're going to be faced with seeing the death of some experience or some piece of knowledge that no one else might ever see again. And I'll even compare it to something that one of those popular militant atheists said. You know, like the people who are absolutely adamant that there is no God, but that's not enough for them. They have to convince other people that there is no God, and some of them even go as far as writing books about it. Well, the author of one of those books, I forget which one it is now. I think it might have been Dawkins. I forget, don't quote me on that. But at some point, one of these authors said something to the effect of, if they have persuaded every single Christian on the globe, except one, to adopt atheism, and if they had the opportunity to persuade that one last Christian to give up religion, they wouldn't do it. And it was hard to articulate why, but I think this hits on the same thing. It's that death of knowledge. We're afraid of killing human knowledge. And I think this same thing is something that was weighing on the character Jason's heart as well, when he was looking through his flow walking visions and seeing the death of Lumaya without her knowledge being passed on to him.